Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Game 2 of the Ultra Grand Championship of the Universe. I am your host, Axon Jackson Wilson, with Ladder of Light Gaming, and your coach of the Mighty Melonheads, featuring Jocinda Smith, Luann Louie, Keisha Phillips, Stephanie Morgan, Ahmed Khan, Pablo Sanchez, Angela Del Vecchio, Amir Khan, and Pete Wheeler. Now, with all that out of the way, on to business. We got work to do, ladies and gentlemen. We did not play well in Game 1. We lost 5-1. That was the end of an 8-game winning streak for us, dating back to the regular season. And it was only our third loss the entire season. We're 16-3 overall. I still like our chances to take this series, but we have to win here tonight, or else we're in the almost insurmountable 0-2 hole in this best-of-5 championship series. We don't want to be in that position, especially against this inky Squids team who beat us in every aspect of the game last night. They didn't have any errors. We committed 7. They out-hit us 11-7. And on top of everything else, they beat Angela Del Vecchio, who was without a doubt the best pitcher in the league this year. We struck first, and they took over from there. So we're looking to bounce back here tonight, even the stalemate, and extend this series to at least Game 4. We're 3 wins away from winning the entire thing, but we got to step up if we want to get that done. So before we get started, I just want to invite you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already, accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, because regardless of who you are or what you've been through, He loves you guys and He desires a relationship and eternity with you. But you have to accept Him as your Lord and Savior. He died on the cross for the forgiveness of your sins and resurrected from the grave 3 days later. Without that, you guys would be condemned and you would be in hell enduring punishment. That would be me, that'd be you, that'd be all of us. But that's why God sent Jesus to the earth, Himself in the flesh, so we could become righteous. So, how could you not take up that offer? And it's free. You don't have to get yourself right for coming to Him. Let Him handle it. And let Him change your life. Because those who are born again will see the kingdom of God. Not physically reborn again in your mother's womb, but reborn of water and the Spirit, which is accepting Jesus and the Holy Spirit into your heart. So, with that being said, here's our settings. Pitch locator turned off. We play on hard difficulty. We're playing the full 9. Airs are turned on. And let's turn off the sound. Color commentary and play-by-play are usually done by Sunny Day and Guinea the Gooch, but yours truly is going to be handling that along with playing the game. I also want to say I think we're now at 58 subscribers. Thank you to everybody who recently subbed. There's plenty of more room on board here on Ladder of Light Gaming. Let's get into it, folks. This is when it counts. Our season could very well be on the line right now. We're trailing 1-0 in this Backyard Baseball Championship Series as we take on the inky Squids. We're once again the home team, but the sides will flip for Game 3. We will see that next contest, but the question is, will we see a Game 4? Our only hope of winning the championship is if we go to a Game 4. So we need to bounce back here tonight. Angela Del Vecchio will be doing the pitching. She took the loss in game number 1, going 8 2/3, giving up 5 runs on 11 hits. We do have Amir on the mound because he relieved her last game. So we're going to make that switch right here. Here's a look at our starting lineup for Game 2. Angela doing the pitching, Amir behind the plate, Jocinda at third, Stephanie at short, Pablo at second, Keisha at first, and the outfield from left to right, Luann Louie, Pete Wheeler, and Ahmed Khan. The batting order, Luann, Pete, Pablo, Ahmed, Keisha, Jocinda, Stephanie, Amir, and Angela. We enter this game with a record of 16 wins and 3 losses, and we're playing on the hardest difficulty. All right, without further ado, we're ready to start up. Jay Green in Game 1 took Angela deep for a solo home run. He'll lead things off. The Melonheads and Angela look to bounce back and even this series. Changeup is swung on and missed by Jay Green for strike 1. Glad you're with us here on Ladder of Light Gaming, coming at you guys a little earlier today because I got today off work. We also have plenty more live streams on the way today, probably another episode of Hogwarts Legacy, and don't forget to check out episode 3 of Life is Strange 2. The pitch by Angela Del Vecchio. is hit high in the air to center field. This could be trouble. Back is Wheeler at the wall, and it is off the wall. Wheeler has trouble running it down. He finally gets there. Jay Green is going to come all the way around and score because Pete Wheeler doesn't throw the freaking ball. So on the first batter of the game, Jay Green with a home run to put the Squids on top. His second of the series. Now here is Chico Papas. The pitch on the way from Angela Del Vecchio. It's popped in the air. Third base side. Jocinda coming over. She'll make the catch, one down. The Melonhead defense looking to bounce back after a rough outing in game one. They committed 7 errors. Angela Del Vecchio gives up a home run on the second pitch of the game. That's 3 home runs that Angela has given up in this World Series after only giving up 3 the entire season. Here's a little ground ball. Keisha will field it quickly and take it to the bag herself, 2 down. So Angela looking to rebound after giving up a leadoff solo home run to Jay Green, and now here is Julie Dunkel. Here comes an Angela Del Vecchio fastball on the way. A bunt by Dunkel. Angela comes off the mound to get it. She steps and throws, and Dunkel is safe. So Dunkel's speed once again paying off as she tested Angela off the mound. And with 2 outs, the batter will be Leah Wayne. She's going to be doing the pitching today for the Squids. Angela Del Vecchio with her toe on the edge of the rubber has the sign she wants. The first pitch of this at bat to Leah Wayne is headed home. Breaking ball, got it off the end of the bat. Angela fields, throws, and that's the inning. But the Squids strike first in game number 2 of this Backyard Baseball Grand Championship of the Universe. An inside the park home run to get us started. And now the Melonheads are coming to bat against Leah Wayne. Bottom of the first rolls in. It'll be Louie, Wheeler, and Sanchez. Great speed in all 3 spots. See if we can get on and get some rally going. We struck first in game 1, but the Squids came back to beat us. Let's see if we can beat them with their own medicine. Leah Wayne's first pitch of the game to Luann Louie is a bunt. It's a beauty. They got to get to this quick. The throw is going to be late. A leadoff base hit for Luann Louie to begin the bottom of the first inning for the Melonheads. Next up is Pete Wheeler. The Melonheads also started out this way in game 1 when they went up 1-0. Louie scored the run.
What am I
Squids
supposed to do again?
came back with 5 unanswered runs to take home field advantage in a 1-0 lead in the series. Here's a bunt by Pete Wheeler. This one's rather hard. The pitcher's going to have trouble getting to it, and Wheeler is safe. So Louie and Wheeler put the balls in the perfect spot, and now in walks Pablo Sanchez. Pablo has been struggling mightily the last 3 games. He's only hitting .200 this postseason. I tell you what, with Pablo Sanchez, we're going to catch him off guard. We're going to drop down another bunt. The pitch on the way. Pablo takes ball 1 inside. Following that 5-1 loss in game 1, Jackson said, "I'm confident that Pablo Sanchez will bounce back with the season on the line." That's a perfect bunt out in front of the plate. The throw goes to first. The runners will advance. Great job by Pablo Sanchez to move up the runners. Not trying to do too much. Still trying to be a team player. And now here is Ahmed Khan with an opportunity to at least tie it. 1-0 Squids here in the bottom of the first. Ahmed Khan stands in. We're going to go line drive. The pitch on the way from Leah Wayne to Ahmed. Fastball. Ahmed puts it in play. That's going to get by. And that's going to score the tying run. And it's dropped by the first baseman. Ahmed Khan delivers. The Squids strike first, but the Melonheads using great placement, hitting, and situational awareness to even the stalemate. It's 1-1, and that's what the Melonheads are going to look to do to the season score, the series score here today. Keisha gets a pitch to hit. That's on the infield. Wheeler flying to third. Ahmed's going to try for second, and he is out. But the go-ahead run is going to move 90 feet away. That's going to be an infield single for Keisha Phillips. And now here is Jocinda Smith.
Time for a home run.
1-1 here in the bottom of the first inning. Melonheads looking to take the lead after the Squids struck first in the top of this inning. Jocinda with a line drive into the shortstop area, but it's caught, and that's going to retire the side. But a great job by the Melonhead bats to counter a run that the Squids put up in the top half of the first. They got 1 run on 4 hits. Squids coming to bat against Angela Del Vecchio. They'll lead it off with Sonia Hagen here in the top of the second. Del Vecchio only needed 6 pitches to get through the first inning, but she gave up a home run on the first hitter. The second home run of the series. And now here is Sonia Hagen going after a changeup, swinging and missing. Strike 1. This is a big game for the Melonheads and the Squids for that matter. If the Melonheads lose today, they're down 0-2, needing to win 3 in a row to win the championship. The Squids would be in complete control, no balls and 2 strikes. Angela Del Vecchio, who has allowed 6 runs in this series in 9 2/3 innings, tries to set down Sonia Hagen to begin the top of the second, and she will. Here's a ground ball to first. Keisha Phillips, a Gold Glover at her position, takes it to the bag for out number 1. Now Stan Olafson. He hit a home run off Angela Del Vecchio in game 1. That was his only hit. His other at-bats, he struck out 3 times. Angela into the wind and the pitch. Olafson takes ball 1. The Squids struck first on a leadoff home run by Ivan King, and then the Melonheads responded with 4 hits and a run of their own in the bottom of the first. Now a tap foul off the bat of Stan Olafson. 1 ball and 1 strike from Angela Del Vecchio. Del Vecchio has another sign. This time she's going to go breaking ball. The pitch to Olafson is off the plate, 2-1. It's game 2 of the Backyard Baseball Championship of the Universe. This is Jackson Wilson with Ladder of Light Gaming, bringing it to you. And it's inside, ball 3. Good patience by Stan Olafson. Now Angela's going to go after him with the fastball. The pitch on the way. It's swung on and missed. It's a full count. Now let's go changeup. Angela looking for her first strikeout of tonight's game. She has a nod. The pitch on the way to Olafson. That's hit down the left field line. That's got home run distance, but it's going to go foul.
Let's go.
Olafson's going to have to come back with a full count. Del Vecchio wants a new baseball and gets it. Go breaking ball up in the zone. The pitch on the way from Angela. The payoff to Olafson. Fouled away. We'll do it again. It's still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Angela with another payoff delivery. Swing and a miss, a strikeout of Stan Olafson. 4th time he has struck out against Angela in this series. A valiant effort. He missed a home run by 10 feet down the left field line, but Angela gets the strikeout she needed. And now with 2 outs, here is Zena Frome. The bases are empty, and Frome hits a line drive into center field. Achman and Pete come together. It's going to drop for a hit. Wheeler does a great job to cut that off. That's going to be the 3rd hit of the game for the Squids. It's Zena Frome's 2nd of the series. And now that's going to bring up another batter with 2 outs for the Squids, and that is Frances Bluer, the center fielder. What a postseason she has had, hitting .500 in this series. Angela looking to strand that runner at first base. The pitch, swing and a miss by Frances Bluer as Angela went with the first pitch fastball. Angela, the Cy Young Award winner and MVP from the regular season. She's had a great postseason. Even with that loss in game 1, she's got that ERA under 3. She threw back-to-back shutouts in the first series against the Fishes and also picked up a win against the Oysters in the semifinals. Now here comes an 0-2 pitch to Frances Bluer. Change up in on her hands, and it's barely fouled. Frances Bluer just got a piece. Angela looks in, picks out another sign. She's going to go top shelf with the breaking ball. She spots that pitch better than anybody. Bluer is able to get the bunt down. Plenty of time for Amir, though, and he makes the play at first. Side retired. So far, our pitching and defense looks a lot better through the first 2 innings. We're going to the bottom half of the second. It's a tie game here in Game 2 of the Backyard Baseball Championship Series. It's Squids and Melonheads. Stephanie Morgan, Amir Khan, and Angela Del Vecchio will step to the plate against Leah Wayne. So far, it's been evenly matched. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Squids. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Melonheads. So they look to bounce back after losing 5-1 in the opener. Stephanie Morgan puts it in play. Leah Wayne comes off the mound to get it, and that retires Morgan. One down to begin the bottom of the second, and here is Amir Khan.
This one's putting.
Amir Khan, great postseason for him and a great overall campaign. Finished second in RBIs. He'll get his first crack of game 2. Comes into this game batting .333 here in the World Series. Amir Khan puts it in play, but he can't get it by the pitcher. He makes the catch for out number 2, and now in walks Angela Del Vecchio.
You guys in the outfield better move back.
Angela stands in. 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch on the way from Leah Wayne to Angela. It's a breaking ball for strike 1. Squids leading this series 1-0. It's the first of 3 wins. It's a best of 5. Melonheads looking to bounce back and even the stalemate. Here's a swing and a miss by Angela Del Vecchio. No balls and 2 strikes. Wayne trying to send us to the 3rd. Angela takes strike 3. Again, that's a debatable call. That looked like it was going to be low. But Angela's going to have to go back to the bump. It's the top of the order for the Squids. Jay Green, Chico Papas, and Zenon Estrada. Jay Green got this game started with a home run in the top of the first inning. Let's see what he's got for Angela this time. Here's a swing and a miss as Angela goes inside on him. 0-1. Sellout crowd for game 2 of the World Series featuring the Melonheads and the Squids. There's a tap foul by Jay Green. It's 0-2 from Angela Del Vecchio. Let's give him the fireball. Actually, that burns a lot of stamina. Let's wait till he gets some juice. Stick with the inside pitches here. The 0-2, here comes a changeup. Redemption for Angela Del Vecchio. Jay Green strikes out. That's her second K of game 2, and here is Chico Papas. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top half of the 3rd. Angela ready from the stretch. She's going to stay inside and throw the right hook. The pitch to Papas.
Watch out
inside
for
ball 1.
Because I throw pretty fast, you know.
Top of the 3rd inning. It's 1-1 between the Squids and the Melonheads. Angela continuing to work that inside part with breaking balls. There's a beauty, and it's popped in the air. Stephanie Morgan, a Gold Glover at the shortstop position, squeezes out number 2. Great pitch in on the hands from Angela Del Vecchio because she had a few that missed location on the outer part in game 1. And that allowed the Squids to erupt on offense. Now here comes a breaking ball on the inside part to Zenon Estrada. Pop down the 3rd baseline. That's going to go foul. No chance for Angela or Amir to get that one. It's 0-1. Angela looking to settle in. We're in the top half of the 3rd. It's a 1-1 tie. The Squids struck first, but the Melonheads responded. The run of their own in the bottom of the 1st. That misses inside. It's 1-1 to Zenon Estrada. Angela gave up 5 runs, but only 3 of them were earned in the game 1 loss. The defense has done a much better job behind her. There's a tap foul as Estrada had to fight off that tough pitch in on his hands. Now Angela's going to go with the heater on the inside part. The pitch on the way, 1-2. It's taken inside, 2-2. Bases empty, 2 outs in the top half of the 3rd. It's Melonheads and Squids. It ain't broke, don't fix it. Go back to the inside part. Keep mixing up those pitches. They put it in play. Jocinda comes to get it. It's going to be a long throw, but she makes it. And a great dig by Keisha over there at first base. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the top of the order for the Melonheads. We're looking to take the lead and respond and even this World Series at 1 game apiece as the teams will switch sides. Luann Louie got it started with an infield bunt single. She'll be followed by Pete Wheeler and Pablo Sanchez here in the bottom of the 3rd. 1-1, Squids and Melonheads. Let's put down that bunt again. The pitch on the way from Wayne. Right in Louie's wheelhouse. And that is right where she needed to put it. However, Wayne is going to throw her out this time around. 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd, and in walks Pete Wheeler, the center fielder.
I'm going to hit a touchdown.
Bunted again. Wheeler's a lot faster than Louie. See if he can get on base. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Bottom of the 3rd, it's game number 2 of the Backyard Baseball Championship Series. The pitch on the way to Pete Wheeler, who is 1 for 1 with a single. Breaking ball out over the plate. And Wheeler puts that in the perfect spot. It's going to be a tough play for the third baseman, and Wheeler is safe. So Wheeler with 2 singles. He's on here in the bottom of the third, and in walks Pablo Sanchez. Pablo with a successful sacrifice bunt his first time up. Hits haven't been too common for him lately, but he's still looking to be productive. And now we're going to be aggressive with Pete Wheeler. Pablo goes with a closed stance. The pitch on the way from Leah Wayne to Pablo. It's taken outside, and Pete Wheeler's off to the races. The throw, and it gets away! And as a matter of fact, Pete Wheeler is going to come all the way around and score! We put the pressure on, and the Squids gave into it! Melonheads take the lead. It's 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. Pete Wheeler with the spark. Boy, that was critical. The catcher had a weakness of throwing people out in game number 1. The Melonheads rolled the dice again, and now they've got a 1-run lead. And now here is Pablo Sanchez. He took ball 1, and now the pitch from Leah Wayne. Pablo takes a strike. Melonheads lead 2-1 here in game 2. It's the bottom of the third. The pitch on the way from Leah Wayne to Pablo Sanchez. He puts it in play. It's back to the mound. Wayne's going to throw out Pablo for out number 2. Now Ahmed Khan. So Luann Louie and Pete Wheeler, the 2 speedsters at the top of the order, have now scored 1 run apiece for the Melonheads, who have rallied from an early 1-0 deficit to go up 2-1. Ahmed Khan batting with 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch on the way from Leah Wayne. Fastball, he gets a piece of it, but it's right back to the mound. Wayne fields, and she'll throw him out to retire the side. But Angela Del Vecchio now has a lead to work with. We're heading to the 4th inning. Squids coming to bat, looking to rebound themselves. They commit their first error of this World Series. Leading off will be Julie Dunkel, the second baseman. Angela Del Vecchio back to work. 1 run on 3 hits through the first 3 innings. She'll try to keep the momentum alive with Julie Dunkel coming to the plate. Breaking ball, it's a beauty, swung on and missed. That breaking ball, which wasn't very effective in game 1, Angela's definitely taken some off of it here in game number 2. Doing a much better job at hitting her spots, and we're going more inside than out. Here's a ground ball down the first base line. That's going to be fair. So a leadoff base hit for Julie Dunkel, as Keisha will just eat that ball. And there's the tying run with good speed for the Squids over at first base. Well, Angela's going to have to work out of a jam, and now they're going to try to take second, and this time they pay for it. Squids, we're not what we are in game 1. That worked in the first game because of our defensive miscues, but today we've been on it. That's a huge play for our defense for out number 1, and in walks Leah Wayne. Base is empty. First pitch breaking ball coming from Angela Del Vecchio. That's so effective, and it's strike 1. 0-1. Del Vecchio and Wayne. The pitchers going at it. Who wins? Line drive up the middle. Smeared by Angela. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Angela's been locked in ever since giving up that leadoff home run. She's had great defense behind her as well. Here's a first pitch fastball to Hagen. Swung on and missed. Angela throwing that pitch with confidence. 0-1. Now we're going to go changeup, going back inside with it. The 0-1. Inside 1-1 to Sonia Hagen. 2-1 Melonheads. They need to win here today, trailing 1-0 this championship series. We're going to go back outside with this breaking pitch to Sonia Hagen, and she's way out in front of it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Melonhead fans rise to their feet. They are going crazy for Angela Del Vecchio. Change-up headed home now. Testing her patience. The 1-2 at the base is empty. She got her on strikes. Angela with 3 strikeouts, and we're heading to the bottom of the 4th. The Squids struck first, but the Melonheads are now on top as they look to rally and tie this series in a game apiece.
Been very, very good to me.
Keisha Phillips, who led her day off with a single, will walk to the plate against Leah Wayne and take ball 1 inside. Keisha Phillips holding the bat over her left shoulder. Here comes a 1-0 from Leah Wayne. A pitch to hit for Keisha, but it's back to the mound. Leah Wayne steps and throws, one down. Now Jocinda Smith.
Watch this. Home run.
One out, bases empty. We're in the bottom of the fourth. It's game 2 of the Backyard Baseball Championship Series of the Universe. And there's a high strike to Jocinda Smith. Bottom of the fourth inning. We're nearing 60 subscribers here on Ladder Blight Gaming, so sub away if you haven't already. It's great to have you guys here. Here's a fastball from Leah Wayne. It's taken low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jocinda Smith. Now the next delivery is headed home now. Jocinda pops it up. On the infield, third baseman calls for it and makes the catch. 2 down, and now Stephanie Morgan. And even with the line drive swing, Jocinda's popping it up.
Okay, I'm just going to keep my
Jocinda
eye on the ball
Smith
and
is just
not
like
cover up.
Pablo in that she hasn't had the best postseason in terms of hitting. She's done a lot of other great things. She has gotten some big hits. She's also played great over at third base. You could say the same about Pablo over at second, with the exception of game 1. Stephanie Morgan gets a piece of a fastball after taking the first strike. 0-1 from Leah Wayne. The Squids will have the bottom of their order in the 5th. We're trailing by at least 1. That's taken down and away. 1-2 to Stephanie Morgan, who was 0 for her first 8 to begin the postseason. But now she's got that average up to 352. The pitch by Leah Wayne, that's taken out of the strike zone again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-1 Melonheads. Luann Louie and Pete Wheeler have crossed the plate in this game so far for us. Morgan looking for a 2-out spark. That's grounded back to the pitcher's mound. Leah Wayne, just like Angela, fields her position so well. And that's 3 up, 3 down for the Melonheads here in the bottom of the 4th. Squids coming to bat in the 5th. All the pressure is off them for the time being as they stole home field advantage in game 1. Stan Olofsson, who hit a home run in the last game, he would love another one here to tie the game up. Angela Del Vecchio has got the juice power up and she's ready to rock and roll again. She has been in complete control since giving up that leadoff home run in the 1st. That's taken inside ball 1 to Stan Olofsson. Top of the 5th, 2-1 Melonheads. As they look to even this World Series, they're halfway there. As Angela Del Vecchio fires a changeup to Olofsson, who grounds it down the line foul. You got to keep that in or outside, not in the middle of the plate. Angela made a mistake a couple of times last game and gave up 3 home runs. The pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed. 1-2 to Stan Olofsson. Angela pitching with a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 5th and looking to get her ducks in order. Here comes another breaking ball, this time inside, and a line drive over the head of Pablo. That's going to be a base hit. So a good start to this 5th inning for the Squids against Angela. The tough breaking ball in on the hands, but they were able to handle it. And now Pablo will give it back to Angela, and let's keep this game rolling. Sina Frome, the left fielder, she singled her first time up. She'll go with the open stance as Angela looks in to get her sign. The pitch on the way with nobody out. That's taken outside, 1-0. 2-1 Melonheads, top of the 5th inning. It's game 2 of the Backyard Baseball Championship Series on hard difficulty. Backyard Baseball 97. The pitch by Angela Del Vecchio is tapped out in front of the plate. Amir is going to go for the force play at second. And they got it. The throw to first. Too late. Great job by the Melonheads. Angela called off Amir and fired a strike to second into Pablo Sanchez. And so a slower runner will take her place over at first. 1 down here in the top of the 5th. In walks Frances Bluer. So far in this game for Angela, 1 run on 5 hits allowed. No walks and 3 strikeouts. The pitch on the way from Frances Bluer with the tying run over at first. Here's a ground ball foul. 0-1.
Strike guaranteed.
The Squids beat the Melonheads 5-1 in game number 1. They lead this series 1-0. Melonheads looking to bounce back behind their ace, MVP, and Cy Young Award winner. Angela went 8 2/3 frames in game number 1 with 5 runs on 11 hits. She struck out 8. She's going to go fireball here to Frances Bluer. The pitch on the way. Take a seat. Strike 3 on that power up. 4 strikeouts for Angela Del Vecchio. 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning for the Squids. Here is Jay Green now. Jay Green has the RBI for the Squids, which came on a leadoff solo home run She got this game started on a high note. But ever since then, Angela Del Vecchio has been in command. The pitch on the way to Jay Green. Green with a big swing, and he fights off that inside breaking ball. We're seeing a lot more of those than they did in game one. Angela looking to strand that runner at first and keep the Melonheads ahead. We're about halfway home here in game two. That's a beauty over the inside corner. 0-2 to Jay Green. Angela has her sign again. Looking for some redemption against Jay Green. But Green stays alive. He's able to fight it off.
I know I'm good, but my arm needs a rest before it turns.
We may have to pull Angela and bring in Amir because of her fatigue. Let's see if she can finish off Jay Green right here. We're going to go change up. 0-2 the count. The pitch on the way. Down in the zone, and Green able to stay alive again.
Watch out for this one, kid, because I throw pretty fast,
53 pitches on the day for Angela Del Vecchio. Trying to get through inning number 5 with the lead. It's 2-1 Melonheads. The pitch on the way. Breaking ball! Jay Green is frozen! 5 strikeouts overall and 2 in the inning for Angela. She's been sensational through the first half of this game. Only 1 run surrendered. She'll bat second here at the bottom of the 5th, which will be led off by Amir Khan. Leah Wayne, who's been pitching since the very beginning for the Squids, deals strike 1. It's 0-1. The Squids took a 1-0 lead at the top of the 1st. The Melonheads tied it, then took a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Amir going the opposite way. Outfielders come together, and it drops. It's going to fall in for a leadoff single for Amir Khan to begin the bottom of the 5th. The fielders have trouble with it, but Amir, with his speed, he will stay put at first. Now here is Angela Del Vecchio. Bottom of the 5th, nobody out. 2-1 Melonheads. It's game 2 of the Ultra Championship of the Universe. First to 3 wins the championship. Melonheads currently trail in the series 0-1 as they look to bounce back and avoid that dreaded 0-2 hole. Ball 1 up and away to Angela Del Vecchio, who's going to be taking all the way in this situation. That's upstairs. It's 2-0. On deck is Luann Louie, followed by Pete Wheeler. Leah Wayne's next delivery to Angela. That's taken upstairs. 3 balls and no strikes. You don't want the bottom of the order to reach base to begin the bottom of the inning. So Wayne is going to deal Angela a strike. He doesn't want to put her on base, especially in this situation. Angela's going to be taking again. Here comes the 3-1 from Leah Wayne. That's a strike. It's a full count. Now Luann's going to go line drive. Excuse me, Luann is on deck. Angela's at the plate. The payoff from Leah Wayne. Del Vecchio strikes out. What a comeback by Leah Wayne. Had a 3-0 count, but she strikes out Angela anyway. That's both of Wayne's Ks here today. Now we're back to the top of the order with Luann Louie. It's 2-1 Melonheads. The bottom of the 5th, Backyard Baseball Ultra Championship of the Universe. Hard difficulty. This is Axon Jackson Wilson bringing it to you. The pitch on the way to Luann Louie is out in front of the plate. We're going to go to second with it, but that's all they'll get. Luann Louie will take Amir Khan's place at first. Not ultimately a lost cause. I'd much rather have Louie out there than Amir Khan. Now Pete Wheeler.
I'm going to hit a touchdown.
If the Melonheads win today, they tie this championship series at a game apiece. If the Squids win, they're 1 win away from the championship, and they'll have 3 opportunities to get it done. Luann Louie, the runner at first base. The pitch on the way to Pete Wheeler from Leah Wayne. That's taken outside. Luann Louie is going to roll that dice, and she is going to be tagged this time around. So the Squids catcher bounces back after committing a costly throwing error to the outfield that allowed Pete Wheeler to score the go-ahead run for the Melonheads in the bottom of the 3rd. He's able to deliver right here, and now we're off to the 6th inning. It remains 2-1 Melonheads. Angela Del Vecchio back to the bump. She'll face Chico Papas, the catcher. The pitch on the way. Fastball for strike 1. Del Vecchio so far today with 55 pitches, 5 strikeouts, no walks, 1 run allowed on 5 hits. She hasn't allowed anything since the 1st. That's taken inside 1-1. Angela looking to bounce back after a losing effort in game 1, in which she gave up 5 runs on 11 hits, but only 3 of those were earned because of 7 Melonhead errors. That's inside, 2-1 on Chico Papas. We got Amir Khan on deck for pitching in case Angela Del Vecchio runs low on stamina. The pitch on the way to Chico Papas. Very hittable changeup right there. Amir's going to have to hurry, and he's got no play. It's an infield hit to begin the top half of the sixth for the Squids. So the Squids have done a great job in putting their leadoff runner on base more often than not. But Angela so far has been able to work around each jam. The one run she gave up was a leadoff solo home run, which came in the top of the first. Now she goes after Zenon Estrada, the right fielder. The pitch on the way, breaking ball inside, it's 1-0. So Angela Del Vecchio trying to keep the Melonheads in front. They lead the Squids by a score of 2-1. Here's a changeup missing inside. 2-0 to Zenon Estrada. Top of the sixth, 2-1 Melonheads. They trail. Rather, they lead this game, but they trail in the series 1-0. The pitch by Del Vecchio is tapped out in front of the plate. Amir's going to get the sure out at first. 1 down. So Angela with a great pitch on 2-0. The hitter was looking fastball. She put it right in his wheelhouse with the breaking pitch. That's not totally a lost cause. 1 down here in the top of the sixth. Now we're in the heart of the order. Julie Dunkel with an opportunity to at least tie the game for the Squids here. Angela's ready with her sign. The pitch on the way. Changeup, grounded to the right side. Keisha, it's going to be a race to first, but she's safe. 2 aboard for the Squids with 1 down here in the sixth. But again, that's not totally a lost cause because now we got a double play set up. Here's Leah Wayne, the pitcher. She's 0 for 2, batting .333 this year. Angela's in a tight situation here. She's looking to work around it like she's done so many times all season. There's a bunt attempt by Wayne. It's strike 1. 0-1 from Angela. 2-1 Melonheads here in the top half of the sixth. They're looking to pick up a gritty Game 2 win and even this championship series at 1 game apiece. Another bunt. This is perfect. Amir's got to play at third, and Jocinda drops it. And now they're going to try to tie the game. They get the out. No, they don't get anybody. I thought we were going to get that tag at third. The tying run scores for the Squids. It's 2-2 here in the sixth. And now with second and third and only 1 out, the Squids have an opportunity to retake the lead, and that's going to be it for Angela. Angela will be replaced by Amir Khan. She will take over behind the plate. Amir comes in a big spot, second and third with 1 out. He's been super effective this postseason. He's looking to come through right here against Sonia Hagen. Here's a foul off to the right. Strike 1. So the Squids have tied the game. It's 2-2 here in the top of the sixth, and they have an opportunity to go ahead. The 0-1 pitch from Amir Khan and bullpen relief of Angela. That's strike 2. 0-2. Amir is looking for a big strikeout right here with second and third, 1 out. He's been so reliable for us this year. That's high and away, 1-2. Amir looks in to get his next sign. He's going to go with the spitball. The pitch. Oh, that was nasty. Amir with the big K, and that's out number 2 here in the top half of the sixth. And now Stan Olafson. 2 outs. He's got a home run in this series, and today he's got a base hit. He's got a chance to give the Squids the lead. It'll be the first time that's happened since the first. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 1. It was 1-0 Squids after a half inning. The Melonheads tied at the bottom of the first. They took a lead 2-1 in the third. But that didn't last long. Only lasted a couple of innings. Squids have rallied. And now Amir is trying to keep it right here. Level at 2. Here's a swing and a miss. Now here comes an 0-2 delivery to Stan Olafson. This is going to be a slow-mo in on his hands. Amir Khan clutches up yet again and strands 2 go-ahead runners in scoring position. Great work by Angela and Amir. They've limited the Squids to 2 runs through 6. And now we'll see if our offense can respond once again. Pete Wheeler will be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters.
What am I
Pete
supposed
Wheeler,
to
who
do
has had a
again?
sensational game, 2 for 2. He's going to look to get the rally started for the Melonheads here in the bottom of the 6th. What a game. 2-2 the score. Wheeler bunts it. It's in the air. The catcher makes the play. So that backfired on us. 1 down, and now here's Pablo Sanchez. Melonheads will have to be without Louie and Wheeler on the bases for the first time tonight. And now here is Pablo Sanchez. He's 0 for 2, and he swings and misses strike 1 from Leo Wayne. Bottom of the 6th, it's a 2-2 tie between the Squids and the Melonheads. As Wayne deals. Tried to attack Pablo with the fastball, and that's lined into the right field gap. That's a base hit. It one-hops the wall. Pablo digging for second. The throw is going to be way too late. It's going to go to third. It's a 1-out double for Pablo Sanchez. And that's his first hit in the last 4 games. And in walks Ahmed Khan, who will have an opportunity to put the Melonheads back on top. Runner at second base with 1 out. Khan goes with the closed stance. The pitch on the way is taken outside 1-0. This has been a dead even game. 2 runs on 8 hits for both sides. Ahmed Khan with Pablo the runner at second base. Gets a breaking ball to hit, and he goes into the right center field gap. And it's off the glove of the right fielder, and it goes to the wall. Ahmed Khan is flying to second base. The throw is going to be late, and now Pablo's going to have to retreat to third. Pablo was unable to score. They played it safe, but he was able to advance on that double by Ahmed Khan. And now we got second and third with 1 out for Keisha Phillips here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So now the Squids fielders are having some trouble. A lot better hitting this game from the Melonheads. Trying to make her pay right here. The pitch on the way to Keisha Phillips. Fouled straight back. It's 0-1. Yeah, Leah Wayne choking. We definitely could use that. Trying to get back in this series after losing game 1. The pitch on the way to Keisha. Inside. Jamar98, I love that name. Queen Keisha, she is our queen. She's trying to come through right here in the bottom of the 6th. This is no doubt her biggest at bat. Popped up, that's going to go foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tell you what, we're going to go line drive in this situation. Second and third, 1 out. Leah Wayne with the pitch to Keisha Phillips. It's in the zone, and Keisha stays alive. 1-2. Pablo Sanchez finally broke out of his funk. The leadoff double. Now he stands at third with the go-ahead run as Keisha Phillips puts it in play. It's slowly hit, and Pablo with the juke. And now he's caught between second and third. Throw gets away! The throw gets away! Everybody's going to move up! Pablo Sanchez channeled his inner Benjamin Franklin Rodriguez Jr. Another wild throw, but everybody's going to stay put. Don't get too aggressive. But we were aggressive enough to make their fielders panic. Keisha Phillips with the base hit and the go-ahead RBI, and the Melonheads have regained the lead. It's 3-2. Guys, we have to win this game tonight or else we're down 0-2 in this best-of-5 championship series. Jamar98, you couldn't have said it any better. That is huge with 4 capital E's and 3 exclamation points. Now Jocinda Smith flies one into center field. This ball is going to be caught. Ahmed's going to try and score. The throw is going to be too late. It's 4-2. Sac fly by Jocinda Smith, and the Melonheads have doubled their lead in the bottom of the 6th, their biggest lead of the series. And now here is Stephanie.
Okay, I'm just going to keep my eye on the ball and
Pablo Sanchez and Jocinda Smith, the 2 most struggling hitters for the Melonheads, have come through here. Pablo with the go-ahead run after the leadoff double, and then Jocinda brought Ahmed in on a sacrifice fly to center. Now Stephanie Morgan, she puts it in play, but the pitcher should be able to throw her out here, and she will. That retires the Melonheads in the 6th, but in the inning, a leadoff double by Pablo Sanchez. After going hitless in his past 3.5 games, Pablo, as we predicted in our post-game presser following game 1, would step up to the plate for us in the clutch, and he did just that. And now Amir Khan is going to look for a 9-out save. Amir Khan took over for Angela Del Vecchio in the 5th after she got fatigued. Amir trying to continue to do his thing. He's now got a 4-2 cushion to work with. The pitch on the way is popped in the air. Angela coming over. Angela, the Gold Glover, makes the catch. One down. Whether she's at the pitcher or the catcher position, Angela's making plays. One down as Amir Khan looks to prove his worth once again as the bullpen reliever of the year. The pitch to Francis Bluer. Breaking ball. Bunted, but it's too hard. Amir fields, throws, 2 down. In the top of the 7th.
Was that good?
Man, I can't tell you how big that bottom of the 6th was. When we needed Pablo to step up, he did it. Even when things aren't going great for him, I'm still glad to have him just because he's Pablo Sanchez. Pablo's been in this situation so many times, and he elevated us with our season perhaps on the line. Now Amir Khan looking for a shutdown 7th inning. Here's a long drive into right field, but that's not going to help. Jay Green with a solo shot. He tightens the knot. It's now 4-3. Wow, that was unfortunate. Jay Green, his opposite field power has been absolutely insane. Now how big was that run that scored in the bottom of the 6th on insurance? Jay Green is just feeling it right now. That's his 3rd home run of this World Series. And now Chico Papas, who represents the tying run. We're down to the final 7 outs. Amir Khan goes back to work on the bump, trying to shake that off. Let's go heater on the inside part. The pitch by Chico Papas. Papas with the line drive, and Pablo with the scoop and the throw, but he's safe. Man, power and speed really coming through for the Squids with 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Squids just refusing to back down against Amir. Now Zenon Estrada, the right fielder, who is still looking for his first hit of this World Series. We don't want it to be right now. We may want to bring in another pitcher before it's over. Amir keeps giving this up. Here's strike 1. Nothing in 1. That's a good placement. It's down the middle, but it's at the knees, not in the wheelhouse. Good pitch by Amir. Now here comes the 0-1 to Zenon Estrada. That's a beauty. Swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes. 4-3 Melonheads in the top of the 7th. We're going to go slow-mo right here. In on his hands. The pitch to Zenon Estrada. Amir Khan's got him. Strike 3. Amir with his 3rd strikeout in bullpen relief. It's time to stretch here in game number 2 of the championship series, and we've got a good one. Amir Khan to lead off here in the bottom of the 7th. Yeah, that's one thing our pitchers have done well. That's why they're so effective this year, J. Mark, is we painted the corners. And now Amir trying to do it with the bat. He takes strike 1. Nothing in 1 from Leah Wayne. Bottom of the 7th inning. Melonheads 6 outs away from tying this World Series. Ahmed trying to keep the insurance coming in. As he fights it off foul, it's no balls and 2 strikes. Now he's back into the box looking to protect. Leah Wayne, who's been on the mound from the beginning, deals. Amir puts it in play. It's out in front of the bump. The pitcher's got it, waiting for the first baseman to go cover. It is dropped. Amir might still be out though, and he is. So Amir Khan and Angela Del Vecchio, who are slow a foot.
I'm gonna smack this one for sure.
Speed is definitely not their strong suit. All right, Angela, 1 down. We're in the 7th. The pitch on the way. Angela looks at a strike. Nothing in 1. This has been a game of ups and downs. The Squids took the early lead. The Melonheads rallied. The Squids tied it. Then the Melonheads went up 4-2 before the Squids brought this back within 1 on a solo home run by Jay Green. Swinging a foul by Angela. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Leah Wayne steps and delivers. That's taken downstairs 1-2. If this is any indication, we should be in for one heck of a series, especially if the Melonheads can bounce back and even this at 1 game apiece. Angela strikes out for the 3rd time tonight.
Happen again.
That's all the strikeouts for Leah Wayne. And now we're back to the top of the order with Luann Louie. She's had a great game, 2 for 3 with 2 singles.
Hey, I'm back, you kid.
Melonheads looking for a 2-out rally to get some insurance because no lead is safe against this Squids team. The pitch to Angela Del Vecchio. That's a breaking ball for a strike. Correct that, Luann Louie. Angela Del Vecchio just struck out. Now Louie, one of the best hitters in this Melonheads lineup in terms of getting on base, digs in. A swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. That's a great job of painting the corner right there for Leah Wayne. The 0-2 coming. Luann Louie lays off. 1-2. Luann this postseason has been outstanding, hitting .583 with a couple of singles. The pitch on the way. Fastball, Louie hangs in, and she's going to get a 2-out single. All hope may not be lost yet here in the bottom of the 7th, because with Pete Wheeler coming up next, and Pablo Sanchez, if he can do what he did last time, he could still get some insurance here in the 7th. 11 hits now for the Melonheads. Pete Wheeler's going to go with a bunt, this time with a closed stance. The pitch on the way. Wheeler is going to lay off, but it's a strike. 0-1. Since he's going to throw pitches up there, we're going to go ground ball. The 0-1 coming to Wheeler. It's in his wheelhouse, but Wheeler fouls it away. Louie's going to have to come back to first with 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th. We're leading 4-3, trying to even this World Series at a game apiece. Pete Wheeler stays alive. Luann Louie with the 2-out single here in the bottom of the 7th. That was her 3rd hit of the game. The viewers keep piling up. You came at the right time. This is Backyard Baseball 97 with Jackson Wilson. Here's a swing and a miss. Pete Wheeler had no chance on that fastball. Now the Squids are coming to bat, only trailing by 1. Talk about a nail-biter. Julie Dunkel, Leah Wayne, and Sonia Hagen against Amir Khan. The Squids were down 4-2 in the 7th, but a solo home run by Chico Papas, or rather Jay Green, his 2nd of the game, gave the Squids some life, and now Amir's looking to bounce back against Julie Dunkel. Here is strike 1. 0-1 from Amir. This is the heart of the order. This is a big, big spot in the game, as Amir Khan is ahead of Julie Dunkel. No balls and 2 strikes. We could go power up here, but honestly, if they hit one of their power ups, we could be in trouble. Let's stick with the inside curve. The 0-2 coming to Dunkel. Big strikeout for Amir Khan to begin the top of the 8th. He's got 4 strikeouts, and if you take away a solo home run he gave up, he's been outstanding. He's been untouched. Now we got some juice. Let's give it to him and keep him on the bump. Amir Khan looking to get this done. We're going to go change up inner part to Leah Wayne, who's probably going to be looking fastball, and she is. Swing and a miss, 0-1 from Amir Khan. It's the top of the 8th. Game 2 of the Grand Championship of the Universe. The Melonheads, after losing 5-1 in the opener, trying to rebound and even this series at a game apiece. Strike 2 over the outside corner. Amir once again painting them corners, and now he's going to go up in the zone right here. She's crowding the plate. We're going to try to shock her. The delivery on the way. That was pretty! Amir up in the zone. He's got no chance. He had to swing. 2 down, top of the 8th. This is the Amir Khan that we've come to know and love. 4 outs away from a victory. And now Sonia Hagen. And go change up again. The pitch on the way from Amir is swung on and missed. 0-1. Sonia Hagen, who was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, stands in. The pitch by Amir. Breaking ball. That's over the inside corner. 0-2. Amir Khan trying to bring us to within 3 outs of tying this series. We're going to go heater up in the zone. Trying to paint that corner again. The pitch. Fouled straight back. 0-2. Sonia Hagen trying to start a 2-out rally for the Squids, who look to go up 2-0 in this series. Melonheads look to prevent that from happening as they'll stick with the inside deliveries. The pitch by Amir. Tapped and fouled. Yeah, Jamar, very close to an immaculate inning, but it will continue. Sonia Hagen is definitely showing a lot of fight. Amir Khan trying to win it, though. It's going to be another breaking ball, this time on the outer part. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss! Not even close! Sonia Hagen is gone, and Amir Khan strikes out the side. We're 3 outs away from evening this World Series. Part of the order coming up, beginning with Pablo Sanchez as we look for more insurance. Pablo broke out of his 3-game hitless slump, and he'll try to get the bottom of the 8th started right. He goes with the normal stance against Luann Louie. The pitch on the way from Wayne to Pablo. High drive into right center field. The right fielder can't get there. He knocked it down, but Pablo has got a leadoff single. That's what happens when you hit the ball hard, guys. And Pablo's definitely shown a different sign these last 2 at-bats. This is the Pablo that we've come to expect. Just give him time, guys. Pablo Sanchez will deliver when we need it the most, and we would not be in this position tonight had it not been for him. Pablo with 2 hits, and now in walks Ahmed Khan. We're 3 outs away from a win, but we're looking for insurance. The pitch by Wayne. That's taken inside, ball 1. Hey, I really appreciate the comment, man. I love broadcasting. I actually went to school for it, so this is definitely something I love to do for you guys. And even though we don't have the most subscribers, you guys are all like family. I want you guys to know Jesus loves you, no matter who you are or what you've been through. We'll get into more of that after the game. That's taken down and away. It's 3-0 to Ahmed Khan. Well, you don't want the first 2 to reach with Keisha Phillips coming to the plate. That's a pitch to hit, but we're going to take it all the way. It's 3-1, and now Ahmed's going to be aggressive if it's right there. 3 balls and a strike from Leah Wayne. The pitch on the way. Ahmed gets a fastball, but swings and misses. It's a full count. 3-2. Pablo Sanchez led off the game with a single. He stands over at first base. The pitch outside. Ahmed Khan staying disciplined, and the first 2 have reached here in the bottom of the 8th inning. For the Melonheads, who would love to get some insurance, especially against this Squids team. And here is Keisha.
Baseball been very, very good to me.
Keisha Phillips with 2 on, nobody out. Gonna go power swing, but that's taken upstairs for ball 1. Leah Wayne starting to lose her command a little bit here in the bottom of the 8th. Keisha Phillips waiting for her pitch. And that looked like it was going to be a fastball right down the middle, but they fooled her on a heater. Now Jay Green's going to come on. Jay Green not only doing it with his bat, but he's looking to do it on the mound as well. Keisha Phillips takes a freezer inside. The strong discipline and patience continues here in the bottom of the 8th for these Melonhead power bats. 2-1 from Jay Green. In Keisha's wheelhouse, it's popped in the air. Out beyond the pitcher's mound, that's going to be caught. That's an infield fly, 1 down. Now Jocinda.
Time for a home run.
Jocinda had an RBI her last time up. Looking to deliver once again. There's a freezer swung on and missed, 0-1 from Jay Green. The MVP of this series for the Squids thus far, trying to limit the damage and keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, another freezer. And they're going with the power-ups right here, and who could blame them? 0-2 the count to Jocinda Smith. The pitch on the way from Green. There's a fastball. Jocinda puts it in play. That gets knocked down by the shortstop. The throw to third is in time, and they wipe out Pablo. And now it's going to be up to Stephanie Morgan. Morgan 0 for 3. 2 on with 2 out.
Okay, I'm just going to keep my eye on the
Melonheads
ball
have done a
and knock
great
the
job of
cover
working
off.
out of these tailspins. The Squids trying to do the same. They get back up the bat, only trailing by 1 run. Here's ball 1 up and away to Stephanie Morgan. 4-3 Melonheads, the bottom of the 8th. 2 on, 2 out. Stephanie Morgan, who is 0 for 3, takes strike 1. 1-1, and now Julie Dunkel will come on. She's usually the Squids closer. She's going to try to stop the bleeding right here against Stephanie Morgan. Here's a line drive down the third base line. Third baseman is there, throws, and that's it. So the Melonheads make contact every at-bat. They put it in play, but the Squids defense was there to execute. They work around 2 leadoff hits. So here we go. Stan Olafson, Zena Frome, and Francis Bluer here in the top of the 9th against Amir Khan, who's looking to finish this game off and win it for Angela. Here's ball 1 inside. Stan Olafson, who has a home run in this series, will lead it off. It's the top of the 9th inning. The pitch on the way from Amir. That's inside, 2-0. Hitters count for Stan Olafson. Amir will juice back up. Go with the breaking ball on 2-0. He's going to be looking fastball. The pitch. Big one right there. 2-1 from Amir. Again, we've got power-ups, but I don't think it's worth the risk, especially if they hit one of them. Amir shakes off the sign. Here comes a fastball in the inner part. It's a beauty. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Amir Khan. Amir fell behind 2-0, but he's trying to rally and get Stan Olafson to begin the inning. He's going to stick with the heater in on the part. He paints the corner again. Olafson way too late. 7 strikeouts for Amir Khan in bullpen relief. The season is on the line, and Amir Khan has got fire in his eyes. Zena Frome, the left fielder, who has been red hot tonight, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. She'll get a crack. Tying run at the plate. 1 out, nobody on. Here in the top of the ninth, the pitch by Amir is grounded down the line. Amir is going to let it roll foul. Great job, Amir. Strike 1. Now the heater. The 0-1. Line drive into center field. That's going to get down for a hit. But she's slow a foot, so we can take our time throwing it in. And now the throw gets away. Keisha, you got to get to this. Get her, get her. Ah, it's dropped. Hold on to it, hold on to it. So don't go anywhere just yet, guys. We got a 1-out double here in the top of the ninth. A base hit could tie this game up. There's definitely a lot of pressure right here, but Amir Khan has done a great job typically in pitching in these situations. Now let's see what he does against Francis Bluer. 1 out, tying run at second base. Strike 1 to Francis Bluer. Melonheads 4, Squids 3. We're in the 9th inning. The pitch by Amir to Francis Bluer. Grounded to the right side. Keisha with the clean stop. Runner will stay put at second base, 2 down. There's Queen Keisha, our Gold Glover, over there at first base. And now, look who's coming to the plate. Jay Green, who has 2 home runs. We're going to intentionally walk him. Oh my goodness, they're trying to steal. The throw, it's dropped. And she's safe. Now we definitely need an intentional walk. Now we could have ended the game right there if Jocinda had just caught it. But now we're going to have to go after Jay Green. The tying run is 90 feet away. We're going to intentionally walk him, especially with first base open. Yeah, don't. I'd rather Chico Papas beat us than this guy right here. 3-0. They will walk the Green Monster, Jay Green. He has 3 home runs in this World Series. He will represent the go-ahead run if he's patient enough. 3-1. Pitch on the way. There's the walk. So 2 on with 2 out. Here in the top of the 9th inning, the Melonheads leading 4-3. Amir Khan trying to clutch up against Chico Papas, the catcher. Amir's going to get some juice back in him. Here we go. Going to start him out with the heater in on his hands. The pitch to Chico Papas from Amir is inside, ball 1. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Here in the top half of the 9th inning. Amir Khan on 1-0. He's going to go with the breaking ball. The pitch. A beauty. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Tying run at third. The go-ahead run at first following the intentional walk to the Green Monster. Changeup coming up next. Amir deals. He lays off it. 2 balls and a strike. Okay, now we're going to go heater, top shelf. Got to paint this corner. The pitch by Amir. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here we go, guys. Hey, we're going to throw the power up. We're going to throw the power up. If they beat us on this, we tip our cap to them. Amir is going to go for the throat right here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way. Freezer, got him! Amir Khan has evened this series. Oh, Chico Papas is mad as he walks back to the dugout. The Squids were trying to crash the party, but they've lost their lead. And now as we head into game number 3, it's anybody's series. 4-3 the final. Oh my goodness, if you love baseball, you gotta leave a like for this. Guys, don't worry, you weren't the only nervous one. I think everybody in this stadium, including yours truly, also was. But how about Amir Khan? 8 strikeouts in bullpen relief. He gave up that 1 solo home run, but other than that, he was untouchable. The Squids tighten the knot in the top of this 9th inning, but the Melonheads would not be denied here tonight. Look at our defense. No errors after committing 7 in the previous game, and this time it was the Squids defense that ended up costing them. The Squids won game 1 by a score of 5-1, but the Melonheads, behind a heroic effort by Angela Del Vecchio and Amir Khan, have tied this World Series at 1 game apiece. They were behind early, but they rallied. The Squids tried to do the same down the stretch, but the Melonheads put out the fire. Just call Amir Khan Extinguisher. 4-3. A classic here on the grand stage. Here's our final stats. Well done by the top of our order. Luann with 3 hits, Pete with 2 hits. Pablo was the difference maker. We needed Pablo to get back on track. He got 2 hits, a single, a double, and a run scored. Ahmed with 2 hits. Keisha with 2 hits. Jocinda got her 3rd hit of the postseason and picked up a big RBI, which ended up being the difference. Amir with a hit. Angela struck out 3 times, but we wouldn't be where we are without her either. Here's our pitching efforts for today. Angela made the start, struck out 5, allowed 2 runs on 8 hits. Amir Khan in bullpen relief, 1 run on 3 hits. 9 balls and 35 strikes for Amir. When we needed him out of the bullpen, he cashed in. And Angela was super efficient as well. It wasn't the best game she's ever thrown, but that's how it's been the last couple games for Angela. You can't expect her to be throwing perfect games, no-hitters, like she did a couple times during the regular season, because those teams she threw those against weren't a playoff teams. But anyway, Angela, I'm not sure who gets the win in this game, but I would give it to I'd give it to Angela because Amir got the save. So Angela gets the win. She bounces back after taking a loss in game 1. Angela is now 4-1 this postseason. Amir Khan picks up his 2nd save. That's our 3rd save this postseason overall. The clutch play continues with our backs against the wall, because if we wouldn't have won this game, guys, having to come back 0-2 and win 3 straight, especially against this team, it would have been a tall, tall order. But I've said so many times, the Melonheads, with their backs against the wall, it doesn't matter who's in front of them, they don't back down from anybody. And if we're going to be a champion, if we want that universal trophy, we got to stand firm for 2 more wins. Back to the dugout we go. Here's our updated schedule. For those that need a refresher, 2 hard-fought victories in the best-of-3 semifinal against the Oysters. And now this series, tied at 1 game apiece, and now it becomes a best-of-3, with the Squids having home field advantage. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. But first things first, like I said, Jesus loves you guys. And if you don't have a relationship with him, I pray you get one now. I'm not saying this to scare anybody, but don't let the world deceive you into thinking there's other ways to heaven. There isn't. Because Jesus Christ is heaven. He is God. He's the way, the truth, and the life. And he is the reason that I'm bringing you guys these live streams today. We do it all for his glory, win or lose. I appreciate everybody's love. And we are going to see you guys again real soon. Actually, later today, because I'm off work, so I'm probably going to be streaming Life is Strange 2, as well as Hogwarts Legacy. Rumor has it that Larry Taco is crying. I love it, man. But anyways, series tied at 1 game apiece. 2 wins to go for one of these teams. May the peace that passes beyond all understanding and the unconditional love of Jesus Christ be yours today. In His holy and almighty name, that's my prayer for every single one of you guys. Thanks again for your support. Melonheads win it, a final of 4-3. Game 3 coming up soon.